Good morning. It is December the 12th, 2016, and time to kick off another trading day. The biggest news over the weekend was the OPEC deal, and Saudi Arabia further came out and said that they would do whatever it would take to maintain this deal. So they've got non-OPEC producers and OPEC producers all agreeing to cut production. And that's historic. That has not happened in 15 years. And the only group left out of this was the U.S., and a lot of production is economical at $60 a barrel. And some of the articles this morning said that $64 was the target. Goldman said if they got a deal, it would be 60 to 64. So this is where the low end of expectations are, $60, and I imagine we'll get there. Now, the devil's going to be in the details, and they'll be watching who's producing what and when they produce it, etc. So each month we'll be subject to speculation about who's cutting back production, who's not, how much the actual production is, which should keep volatility in the crude oil market. Why is crude oil impacting treasuries? Inflation. We have not talked about inflation for a long time, maybe 10 years. And the sentiment and the focus has been the Fed, G20, what their actions are to keep interest rates low, and then economic activity. So my guess is if the Fed raises interest rates, we'll have economic activity, inflation, and the Fed right there. So inflation is starting to come back up, and that's why the bond prices are down today. And the note, the second biggest component in an economy is the cost of energy, and that cost of prices going up. Okay, we have the 3-year auction today, I think at 11:30, and the 10-year at 1 at the normal time. My guess is we're probably looking at a low has already been established, so we'll play for it that way. So we'll have 17 to 21 as a buy. Pretty aggressive. We should get one rotate down to test the 16 to 18 area, and then 9 to 13 for buy 2. There is no news today. I'm going to give it a little bit of room up here, so we'll say 27 to 31, sell 1, 3 to 7, sell 2. And I'm going to put a question mark at 24. Might get a quick short off at 24 to see if we do have support in the 16 to 20 area. Looking at the ZB, a pretty clean break in the market at 47, say 28 to 148 even. Last rotate up was 26, so we've got 24, 28, number 1, 31 to 03, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. On the support side, 8 to 12, number 1, 1 to 5, buy 1, 21 to 25, buy 2. Okay, gold got whacked. There's no reason for risk-off investments. The world's economy is coming back. Crude oil prices are coming back. We're not looking at depression anymore. Now, inflation will come in and will help gold at some point. We talked about last week stops below 1150. I think that's doable. First support is 53. So we'll make 50 to 53 by 1. 45, 47 by 2. The best support, but when we get through 1150, is 1135. Comes off the F1 screen. On the sell side, 59 to 61. Come inside where the overnight session high is, then 64 to 66. But if inflation does come to the fore, gold will come back. I think a lot of what's going on in gold right now is India, as Mandi tries to take his economy, they say, to cashless, but that's, well, you talk about a power stroke. And I know right now that I don't carry a lot of cash in my wallet, nor have any around. But, if they start making noise about taking away cash in the United States, I think you'll see everybody and their mother hoarding all forms of cash, including small denominated gold coins and silver coins. But you talk about ultimately being able to control you. Charles, we don't like what you did. We're shutting down your bank account for a while. Deal with it. So, the governments are interested in one thing: power and staying in power. That's their job. Politicians are interested in one thing. Ultimately, it's getting your vote and staying in office. You mean, they're operating in their own self-interest, like it or not. Okay, we got down into this tail over here. We had the 105.25 area as a buy on Friday. We did not quite make it. So 106.15 to 25, sell 1. 106.45 to 55, sell 2. On the buy side, we broke out from 86, so 575 by 1. And then 550 by 2. So we've had buyers just above where we wanted to buy it most of the time. And close but no cigar. Okay, crude jumped quite a bit. I think a little over 4%. And we had the, 52, basically 52.50. That's where we are, and then 53.50. So we've got a buyer at 53.50 and we've got a seller at 54.50. I don't really like the short side of the market, but somebody's going to take some profits this morning, and I think that they would like to test the 50 area, 53 and a quarter. So once, so we'll make that our buy 1. Sell 1 will lean against the overnight session high, and then if we bounce through 54.75, 55. 55 is a pretty round number. I look for getting stops above 55, so a limit sell at 54.93 to 97 would make sense, and then 52.75, 53 for buy 2. So we're probably going to have to pay up to get long in crude oil and got plenty of time to get short. But the focus will be who's cheating, and it should keep volatility and crude oil the hot topic for some time to come, which will make crude still a contract that we're very interested in. It's a fabulous contract for a beginner. It's the fastest way I know to a bottom line if you are a beginner and don't have a bottom line. And if you do have a bottom line or an E-mini trader and you're tired of the lack of volatility and what it does to your trading, take a look at crude. Same personality. They are go with markets. Okay. The world's equity markets. China got hit pretty hard. Europe was off collectively about 0.45%. Only Japan's market was up overnight. Ours was pretty close to break even when I took the numbers this morning. So we have the London high at 56. We're at 54. Got this high at 59. That high at 60. So 59 to 61. Sell one. No news today to drive the trading. A lot of it will be dependent upon what happens with crude oil. And on the buy side, 49 to 51, buy one. 45 to 47, buy two. Crude oil trades up today, the E-mini should. Okay, it's going to take a while to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.